Welcome back to another day at the allotment. I'm in the polytunnel because, once again, there are quite a few people at the allotment and I'm terrified to go outside and talk. So this morning I have been finally preparing that last bed, or not the last bed, the second to last bed, ready for planting. I was going to put parsnips out, and having sat on it and thought about it, I don't think I'm going to do parsnips, mainly because I've been reading about the type of soil they need and it needs to be quite sandy and free of debris, which that bed is not, so I don't think it's suited to parsnips. So what I intend to do is just fill it with some maybe early purple sprouting broccoli and some cabbages, and switch up my plan and not do parsnips this year, and try and get maybe some larger tubs and buckets to do parsnips in, and carrots next year as well. I'm going to give my carrots another go in the carrot bed that I did prepare. But yeah, so I've cleared all of that, I'll show you in a minute. And I've also been round and weeded a bunch as well. I'm really keeping on top of the bindweed now, and it's becoming less of like a chore. It had like a big growth spurt, I think, and where I've been, you know, hacking it back and digging it up, I think it's starting to just not thrive. So yeah, that's where I'm at so far. I have also made a kind of, I'm starting a log pile for a little wildlife bug hotel thing. I'm not sure if I'm doing it right. I'm just trying to stack all of my sticks and twigs and logs and everything that I have in one place. I have a bunch of logs at the back of the allotment by the compost bins as well, which were in the fruit cage that was here, that the raspberry canes were growing up. So, but it's all got like wire attached to it, so I need to sort of sit down and spend some time taking all of the wire out of these logs, and then I'm going to saw these logs in half and pile them up as well, so we've got a nice kind of little bug hotel. And I'm putting it at the front of the allotment there because there's a patch of grass which I'm trying to, it's all kind of woven in with the weed sheet that's down, or that was down, and it's really difficult to pull up. So I'm going to just, I've wood chipped it now, and I'm going to pile the logs and the twigs and everything on top so that it suppresses the grass there. I have also bought a foxglove and some lavender to put in, which I was going to put in that place, but I'm not going to do that now. I'm going to have to find another place for my foxglove and lavender, but it won't matter if they're just sitting here in the pot for another couple of days until I've sorted out a little plan. So I've dug over all of that bed. I'm really pleased, and actually what was there was like old composting bits of twigs and plants that they had covered with tarpaulin. And actually the soil, the compost that it's made underneath is actually really nice. I have sifted through it as best as I can and gotten out all of the bindweed that was also in there, and I think that bed is completely bindweed free now because I've completely like dug it over entirely and got all of the little bits of roots out. So I'm pleased about that. Now I'm going to take my wheelbarrow load of stuff and put it in one of my not so good composters and see what happens. I've got one good compost Dalek bin and the other two not so good. I'm still waiting for my apple crates to make my compost bays. Hopefully they'll be here soon. What else do I have to do today? I don't really have much else to do today apart from, I did buy some plug plants of cabbages. I'm not sure whether or not to put them in because I don't have like the hoop, oh no I do, I've got a fleece grow tunnel. Maybe I can put the cabbage, I bought some, I don't know, I'll show you in a minute. These guys in the greenhouse here are doing okay. I've watered them and I watered a bit too much. The tomatoes have flopped over, unfortunately. I'll pick those back up in a minute. But the squashes and the cucumbers are doing really well. The only thing that's not, and it's because it's been quite cold I think, is the aubergine here. It's wilted a little bit. It was also dry, so it could have also been because of that, but I don't know. I've got plenty of aubergine at home anyway, but these squash and the peppers and everything are doing fantastically. I'm really pleased with the progress on these. So in about 2-3 weeks time these will probably go outside. I need to also prepare my squash bed for when they need to go in, but the chards and everything are doing incredibly well, so I can put those in soon as well. I think I need to assemble my cold frame at some point as well, so that I can put them outside and not have to worry about coming back and bringing them in and, you know, all of that fuss. But the plug plants I've bought, oh, I bought cauliflower. I thought I bought cabbage, but apparently I've got cauliflower. Romanesco cauliflower, which are doing really well. So I think I'm going to go and pop these in over in that bed that I've just prepared and cover them over with my fleece tunnel until I can prepare a larger tunnel. And I've also bought my pak choi. I did just uncover a little bit of the ground out there and it is coming up, but I also bought this red pak choi, which supposedly is less slug bait. I don't know, but I'm going to put these in, and the cauliflowers, not the cabbages. I think I'm going to have to go and buy some more cabbage plug plants, because I've got some like autumn cabbage, but I don't have like the cabbage that will be due, but that will be coming up soon. And I also want to go and get some early purple sprouting broccoli as well. So I think I'm just going to do it in plug plants for those. Because I've just run out of space at home and I'm struggling with space here at the moment. Actually looks pretty decent, so I'm going to pop, well, the cauliflower in here. I think just along this area. I know it will need to be a lot bigger. It will need to be a lot bigger. But it's going to be okay until I've got some proper brassica structure. Perhaps I should have done them the other way. Perhaps I should have done them long ways instead of short like this. One prepared bed with some cauliflowers, and then I've got this stick pile. So I've got some more of these like larger logs down the bottom, which I need to take the wire out of so I'm just going to stack them up. And hopefully it'll be like a kind of nice bug hotel, and will give this area a little bit of purpose. I've got some poppy seeds and some cornflower seeds and everything at home, so I'm going to pop some of those in. And then there's foxglove, and there's some other stuff here. I'm not quite sure what it is, I need to look it up. I think it's some kind of daisy, I'm not sure. Yeah, so that's where I've got to so far. So I'm thinking a majority of these logs, you can see they've got the wire in them, so I'm gonna take the wire. I need to get some pliers. Oh, that one's already late. That was in my other log that I pulled out, I think. I need to get some pliers and unravel the wire so that I can take the hooks out, and then I'm gonna saw them up because they're really long. Like, that's really quite long, quite tall. So I think I'm gonna cut them into like 3 sections, or maybe just in half, and then lay them, and then collect some smaller sticks. I do also have these gooseberry bushes that I've chopped up, which I'm going to, I think, take all the little bits off and then use these, because otherwise it's just a case of putting it either in here and having a bonfire, which I hate doing, or chopping it up really small and then adding it to compost. But I'd rather utilise, I don't think that these are going to break down easily, so I'd rather utilise them. So I think I'm just going to spend some time, like when I'm up here maybe, when it's nice and warm and I can sit outside and just cut the little bits of twigs off. I've also got all of this like wood and stuff down here, bits of bamboo canes and things which I need to sort out, which I'm going to add to the pile. But I've got a nice start to the pile, which is good. Also, these ground anchors are really like doing their job with the polytunnel now. So yeah, I need to sort all of this, I think, and add it to my little log pile, and then hopefully all the creatures will like it. I've come back another day because my camera died. My camera ran out of battery, so it's now the next day, but I'm back here ready to start filming another vlog. But yeah, just wanted to sign off and say thank you for watching. Give me advice on my little log features for the wildlife. Is there anything that I should be adding, or is a log pile just fine? And then I'll just add some wildflowers, like some cornflowers, some poppies, some other different types of flowers and all that around it. Is that going to be fine, or do I need to add anything else or do anything else? I think just stacking the logs is fine, not sure. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.